I am actually really, really, really against changing your last name when you get married. And then, like, there's a couple reasons why. I think one, especially when it comes to me personally, like I want to pursue an education and I'm not going to be like Laila, someone else's name, all my letters, because they didn't earn that, I earned that, so it's gonna be Laila Hobbs on my degree. And second, I don't want to be recognized as anyone's property. Like, I gave my cat my last name. Like, my cat is not property, but like I kind of do own my cat. I did buy him, so like I wouldn't want to take someone's last name, and I wouldn't want my partner to take my last name either. I feel like we're our own people in our own rights, and we don't need to share names to change that. Maybe if you do like a cool like mashup and you get some really awful name, I think, okay, maybe you could do that. But I don't think we can share names and give each other's names without being possessive.
But do you think it's wrong for a woman to want to have her husband's last name?
I'm not going to get involved in people's personal decisions, but I personally think that it is a little bit of a possessive type of thing where you are kind of implying that you are possessing someone else's life.
I don't think so at all. To be honest, I feel like there's nothing wrong. Like, it doesn't make a woman less powerful if she chooses herself to have her husband's last name. Like, for me, if my future wife, or if we had the conversation and she wanted me to take her last name, and I'd be okay with that, because 9 times out of 10, my last name was given to me by my colonizers. So this is not even my last name to begin with. So who cares? And for her, if she wanted to take my last name, I'm fine with that. If she wants to keep both last names, let's do that. It's something that you have to agree upon together, and it doesn't make you less of a person or more of a person if you take your partner's last name or not.
Are you pro hyphen?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't feel attached to my last name either. I know you're very anti-hyphen. So I will say, sure, I'm pro-hyphen. Sure.
Here's my issue, okay? Last names are inherently patriarchal. They're coming from men anyways. What's the difference between taking the name or not? 50% of people are going to be male, 50% are going to be female, if you believe in the gender binary, of course. I'm just using this in the context of, in marriage, if you're going to have this last name, the most important part is the child should have the male's last name, because otherwise you're just letting some other man have some more power, and you know I'm right.
I know you're not right. Here are my things. Okay, one, this is like a very heteronormative conversation, but I will say just within the topic of just taking a partner's last name, I have always said I will only take a partner's last name if I think it's cool. Like, it's just based on quality.
But the kids,
if they have
what about the
children?
Kids
too. I want my kids to have the dopest last name. My friend's last name is Love, and her father has a doctorate, so his name is Dr. Love. You tell me, you fall in love with the love of your life, and they have a cool last name like that, you're taking it.
I think that's cool. I think it should be the child's choice, even still.
Yeah, you know what? I agree on that one. It's child's choice whose last name they get, but like personally for me, last name, like my life has gone through a lot. My dad was adopted. Like there's several, like 8 or 9 last names I could have gotten. And I got the one that I got for a reason, so I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to rock it for the rest of my life.
Austin, he said with #MySide, I think that's fine to change your last name when you get married, but I think that would be better to keep your last name or put your 2 last names together. Don't agree with that at all. So you can have a bit of both of you. Your name isn't even yours that much. It came back from so many generations.
I don't feel attached to my last name. But I do think it's really interesting that one thing that we don't talk a lot about is the fact that I'm pretty sure the practice of within like a heteronormative, that the practice of taking the man's last name is the idea of switching property, right? That you went from being your father's to being your husband's. That part is like a little icky.